The coronavirus has devastated public transportation. Dozens of transit workers have died, and systems across the United States are also threatened by big declines in ridership and the revenue. New York City voluntarily shut down its subway system overnight for the first time in 115 years. All 472 stations will be closed and cleaned, along with trains from 1 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the morning for the foreseeable future. Mola Lenghi is in a Manhattan subway station that was disinfected a few hours ago. Mola, another sign of the times in this coronavirus world. What's it like there now?
Well, Gayle, good morning. You know, I'm sure what you'd notice down here, one, just how empty it is. I mean, we see two people here, but certainly not what it typically is during a normal rush hour, but also how clean it is. What they've been doing is wiping down and disinfecting really anything anyone might touch, from the entrances to where you swipe, to the turn wheels here, guardrails, escalators, anything anyone might put their hands on has been wiped down and disinfected. Now, the MTA has added 1,100 bus services to their routes for folks who have been affected by these overnight closures, and free car rides for essential workers who can't easily access those bus services. But before New Yorkers, and really all Americans, feel safe and comfortable about commuting again, public transit must be clean.
Extraordinary times call for extraordinary measures to protect the safety and public health of our customers and our employees.
This is the last stop on this train.
Just before closing down New York's subways, MTA Chairman and CEO Pat Foy called this the most extensive cleaning operation in their history. It'll cost hundreds of millions of dollars and displace 10,000 to 11,000 overnight subway riders. But Foy says it's necessary.
It's inconvenient. That is why, for essential workers and first responders, we've put this extraordinary level of bus service on.
We're out there up close and personal with a lot of these people. You know, we don't know who is sick. We don't know who is not.
A tough reality for drivers like Paul Gilmore, who work on the front lines each day. His colleague is one of more than 100 MTA workers who have died from the virus.
This is very sad. You should see this man day in and day out. He's a nice gentleman, a very good guy. At our garage, it's a second family. It did hurt for sure.
The effects of the pandemic on public transportation are palpable nationwide. In Minneapolis, Metro Transit has seen a nearly 80% decrease in ridership since the end of February. In San Francisco, buses were visibly vacant last month, and 60 of the city's 89 municipal transportation routes are currently suspended. The reduction in service has caused concern over limited access to essential services.
I think the cut was really dramatic and drastic. I don't want the buses to stop, I want everybody to be able to do what they want to do,
But almost half of Americans say they would not return to public places until they're confident the outbreak is over. And back in New York,
this is one car on the J train tonight.
Subway cars have increasingly become a shelter for the homeless, creating unsanitary conditions. 2 homeless men were found dead on subway cars within 12 hours last week. The causes of death are unknown. The MTA hopes overnight closures will help. But images of crowded trains at the height of the pandemic have many wondering if cleaning is enough. Philip Plotch is author of The Last Subway.
When you're on the subway first thing in the morning, you know it'll be much safer. By the end of the day, though, when you have millions of people riding the subway system, people who are walking around, who are touching the turnstile, who are holding on to the pole in the subway car so they don't fall down. So you still have to be really careful.
Now, the MTA says it's looking at several cleaning methods, from using antimicrobial treatments to disinfecting services with UV light. Tony?
All right, Mola, thank you very much.